Kathianne Lewis, and here's your faith lift for the week. And I want to increase your faith in yourself, your abilities, and your ability to receive the blessings, the fullness, the divine expression of the universe in your life. To have faith in that, to have an expectation of that, because for me, faith is like an expectation. I want you to expect good stuff. So how do we do that? We have to, I believe, I know there's no real have to's, but what I'm going to suggest is that if we want more of the fullness that life has to offer, we need to release an idea that seems to be prevalent for humankind, prevalent in the discussions, in the mindset, in the background chatter for so many people. I mean, I have worked with thousands of people, and almost all of them, I'd say a good 95% of the people I work with have a little bit of this going on, and that is the belief that they're not enough, that they're not young enough, old enough, smart enough, clever enough, brave enough. So there is this belief inside that I'm not enough, and man, it's like a black hole. It sucks things to it to fill up, and nothing will fill it up. The belief that I'm not enough, nothing will fill up. And if we don't believe that we are enough, we will project that outside of ourselves and not see enough opportunities, not see enough love, not see enough goodness, not ever knowing enough money, not ever knowing enough attention. It's just one big vicious, awful cycle. And it's hard to overcome. Now, we could logically look at the idea that probably you're just as much enough as someone else, but man, that little bugaboo operates in the shadows and creates havoc. So how do we overcome not enough? We spend more time looking up and contemplating God than we do worrying about how to fix not enough. It is the simplest, most direct, most effective way that I know of and have ever worked with or suggested to others. And yet it's so simple and so direct. It's almost like people want to avoid it. It's like, well, enough is such a big deal. Don't I have to work at this? Well, go ahead and try. We've all tried in one way or shape or another. But to just look up. See, if you take the time to look up 45 degrees, the thought of not enough just sort of evaporates. It doesn't exist on the spiritual plane. And for some reason, looking up elevates our consciousness to the spiritual plane above the mental plane and the emotional plane and the physical plane. Something happens. I don't know how to describe it, but you'll never know unless you try it. There's always enough. I've had so many miracles happen because of this practice. It's a mystical practice. And a lot of people that are on the mental realm want to give us all sorts of complicated hoops to jump through. And even we want to do that for ourselves. The ego feels like it's doing something if it's jumping through hoops. But this is not an ego fix. The ego thinks it's not enough. Our soul knows better. So look up, my dears, and see what happens. Bye for now.
Where are you now when darkness seems to win? Where are you now when the world is crawling up, child. Hey, hey, look up, child. Hey, hey, look up.